My Acharya was telling in yesterday's yajna that a visit by you to a place where a yogi, rishi, tapasvi resides, that visit itself is a stepping stone towards your moksha and enlightenment. And when you come to the ashram of a yogi, and if the Acharya comes late to the yajna, you must not feel any doubt about that Acharya, because if you see my life, my Acharya was telling, all along my life I have been doing intense sadhana. Even after samadhi, I do not have any rest. All along the night I sit in sadhana, and when I open my eyes it is almost 6 o'clock in the morning. So I take rest in the morning at 6 o'clock. And when I open the eyes, it's maybe like 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Then after that I take bath and have breakfast and then come outside for doing yajna. So when I come late, you must not have any doubt. You must be rest assured that you are sitting in the lap of Almighty God where a yogi is doing tapasya. And you must also try to spend your time in tapasya, in meditating upon the various Veda mantras which I have taught. And my Acharya was telling that मेरी जिंदगी बहुत कठोर तपस्या में है. Even at this age, my Acharya is writing 4 books, and one of the book is completed, which is under printing now, and he has taken up the second book for writing, that is about Rajniti, about politics in Vedas. What is the knowledge given by Almighty God for rulers of the country? How do we rule the country, etc., etc. So my Acharya was telling that an Acharya's life is filled with tapasya. So when you go to such a place where an Acharya resides, whether you meet him or not, you are actually sitting on the lap of Almighty God. So you must not have any doubt that why Acharya is coming late, why he is not giving me darshans, why he is not talking to me, etc., etc. And my Acharya was telling, yesterday was Purnima Yajna, and many of his disciples in the Yajna have prayed for my Acharya's long life. And my Acharya was telling that it is because of your prayers Almighty God has listened your prayers and given me long life again, because none of your karmas will go in vain, whether it is Shubh karma or Ashubh karma. When you do Shubh karma like praying for a long life of Acharya, definitely God will listen to those. And similarly, when you do your karmas, God is watching it, and God will definitely give the results. And Acharya is telling that the most Ascharya, the most wonder of this Kali Yuga is you people have started doing everyday Agnihotra twice without fail. In today's modern world, people do not have time for anything, but you are doing everyday Agnihotra twice. It's a great wonder. And you are coming to this place to do yajna with Acharya. It's beyond imagination, my Acharya was telling. And Acharya told that when you do everyday sadhana, when you do everyday Agnihotra, when you do everyday Vedic tapasya, your words will become so sweet that people will long for listening to those words. And my Acharya was telling that the treasure of the knowledge is nowhere else other than that which is inside the Acharya. Because he has realized that Almighty God, so the knowledge treasure is within himself only. And Almighty God himself inspires the yogi to give Vedic pravachan. And today the world has become against Vedas. They do not know who is Almighty God. They do not know what is Vedas. Today the world has become against Almighty God and Vedas. And that's why God says in the Vedas, in Rig Veda, God says a very beautiful knowledge that when you don't listen Vedas, when you don't know what is there in the Vedas, even if you do any Shubh karma, like for example, you don't listen Vedas, but you are doing some Shubh karma, without having the knowledge of the Vedas, that Shubh karma will not give so much of benefit. Because you are doing some karma without any knowledge. First thing is you must know what to do, and second thing is you must do what should be done. But without knowing the knowledge of Almighty God, you are doing some Shubh karma, that will not give you much labh. It will give you some labh for sure, but it will not take you towards the moksha path. And in fact, day before yesterday yajna, I did not make that video in English, I made in Tamil. My Acharya was speaking about the divine qualities of a yogi from Ved mantras. The Ved mantra says, I think it was Rigveda, I'm not too sure. The mantra calls the yogi as a soma. He himself is form of a bliss. And that yogi's body is not a normal body. He is having a alaukik body. Alaukik means divine body. And that yogi is in Turiya state, and because of his Turiya state, his body also is in Turiya state. His body has become the purest. So my Acharya was telling that, when I attained Samadhi, when some of my disciples, they touch my body, I feel irritation. I don't like people touching me, because the body of that yogi is in Turiya state. It is purest. And even people cannot, when they come towards me, I get anger on them. I shout at them, go away from me. 6 feet, go away 6 feet from me, don't come to me. And my Acharya was telling that, at that point of time when I attained Samadhi, the voice that emanated from me was a different voice. Just by listening to that voice only, people will go into blissful situation. And one of my disciples captured that voice in 2-in-1 radio, 2-in-1 tape recorder. And when I opened my eyes, I saw that he is recording my voice. Then I asked him to destroy the cassette immediately, and then he destroyed it. Because I told him that this voice cannot be listened by anybody else. Okay, you are listening it because maybe you have done some Shubh Karma. But this voice cannot be listened by anybody else. Then later on, after so many years of tapasya, I subdued all my siddhis, because at that point of time when I am in that state, nobody can come near me, nobody can listen to my knowledge. I cannot give any knowledge to anybody because of the state of samadhi, because of the various activities that is going on around me. Then later on I subdued everything so that I can be reachable to you people. And now also the knowledge is keeping on emanating from me, but I don't know how many of you are interested. So God says in that Ved mantra, you must go to a yogi who is the form of bliss and pray to him, oh yogi, you are Soma yourself, you are the bliss, you are the form of bliss yourself. Please give us the sweetest knowledge of the Vedas, which is more sweeter than the honey. And my Acharya was telling that by listening this knowledge of the Vedas, the disciple will attain Almighty God. He will achieve all the states in this world. God gives him everything the moment he attains Samadhi. And Samadhi is possible only when you have an Acharya. Only when you listen the knowledge of the Vedas from Acharya and adopt the Vedas in the life. So my Acharya was telling that every step of your life, try to match with Vedas and do the deeds accordingly. Don't do any deeds against the Vedas. And God says in Purnima mantra, Nakasya Prishte Samdevaihi Samvasanta. That means in the day of Purnima, go to an Acharya, his residence, do yajna, listen the knowledge of the Vedas, and by result of that you will attain Nakasya Prishte, you will attain moksha. The result of listening the Vedas and adopting Vedas in life is moksha. There is no other possibility to attain moksha other than listening the knowledge of the Vedas from Acharya. And by doing yajna, you will get Raim Dadatu. The mantra says Raim. Raim does not mean a normal money what you keep in bank or the normal notes what you count. Rai means that money, that wealth, that property which will not give you any dukkha, which will not put you into fight, which will not put you into property fight, which will not put you into another suffering. Raim also means the knowledge of the Vedas which you get from the Acharya, which is indestructible. So all the Vidya, everything is blessed by Acharya in the Yajna. So that is why you must go to an Acharya to listen the Vedas. And my Acharya was telling that when I was working in defense, in army, Because of my tapasya, when people see me, my superior officers could not question me why you are coming late to the work. Because of my tapasya, when they see me, they understand, okay, he is a genuine tapasvi. What I can question to him? Of course, you cannot go late to the office, you must go on time. But for my case, my situation is different. I was a tapasvi for several janmas, and because of that tapasya, people, even in army, they were unable to question to me. But for you, if you are going late to your business or office, then you will be in trouble. Don't do that, my Acharya was telling. And my Acharya was telling that never do acting in front of Guru and Acharya, that you are a serious disciple, that you know so many things, you are a sadhak, etc. Never do any acting. They know the truth. You cannot act in front of Acharya and Ishwar, but they are always silent. They don't speak on your face, but they know the truth. So you don't need to do any acting, my Acharya was telling. And when you don't have any doubt about Acharya in your mind, you will grab the treasure of the Acharya from here, from this place. But when you have a smallest doubt on Acharya, you will have only sins with you, nothing else. And my Acharya is telling that the knowledge of the Vedas is of Almighty Gods. So no other book in this world written by human beings can be compared with the knowledge of the Vedas. Human beings have created their own gods. Human beings have made books through their intellect, which is Gandhi, Gandh means which is dirt. That is not knowledge, that is ignorance. Knowledge itself is only Vedas, there is no other knowledge. So always, in every step of your life, try to listen to Vedas and do your deeds. Then your life will go towards moksha, my Acharya was telling. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.